Hi guys, it's Haley, so welcome back to my channel. So I am back with another video with Sweeney. Just kidding, Sweeney's not gonna say much, I don't think. If I sound sick right now, that's because I am. I feel like every YouTuber when they're sick has to talk about it or explain it, but I'm just really paranoid that my voice sounds kind of nasally right now, so I'm gonna mention it. Also, that looked like I threw him down really hard. I didn't, but it kind of looked like I did. What else did I have to talk about? I probably should stop wearing this witch hat in my videos, but today the outfit called for it. I'm wearing these cute little bell sleeves. I love shirts with bell sleeves. It's just has me living all of my Morticia Addams dreams. So, of course, I just thought pairing it with the hat would be kind of cute, kind of a little witchy outfit going on. So, that has nothing to do with this video either. So, I wanted to do a little review of the Netflix original show, You. You, meaning the viewer, have probably heard of this show or seen something about it on Twitter or something, unless you're like living under a rock or don't have Twitter. Everyone has been talking about this show the last, I'd say, few weeks. And that's actually why I kind of wanted to get this review out as soon as possible, is I wanted to do it while the show's still relevant. I know that new shows always move in and out and then no one cares about them right after, so I wanted to talk about this while it's actually fresh and relevant. So this show is about a bookstore manager, and he meets this girl that's in his store and instantly becomes obsessed with her, and he starts stalking her. He ends up killing people. It's a really, really crazy show. A lot of stuff happens. I'm not going to really get too much into the plot other than that, just because I don't want to spoil anything. I probably shouldn't even really mention that he kills people, but I already heard that before I watched the show. If you've been on Twitter, you've probably already heard that, and it didn't really spoil anything for me. But I really, really liked this show. I don't know if I'm supposed to wait till the end to say that, but I did really, really like the show. It's one of the best shows I've watched in quite a while. It was definitely the most interesting. It wasn't really boring at any points or anything. It keeps you on the edge of your seat and just ready to watch the next episode. Like, it kind of, you don't want to stop watching it. At least I didn't. And I actually finished the show in one day. I know, one day. But it's only one season right now. I think that they're working on the next season, and I cannot wait for it to come. So overall, I would probably rate it like an 8 out of 10 or something like that. I mean, it wasn't like it was anything too original or different, like at least in terms of storyline or anything. I'm sure there's stuff similar to it, but I've never watched anything like it. Like I said, the show kind of takes some crazy turns and stuff, and it just keeps you really, really invested in it. And that's something that's really important to me in a show, is not getting bored throughout it or anything. So I really liked that. Another thing I really liked about the show was how many layers they gave Joe, which is the psycho, the stalker. The show really, really gave him a lot of depth to his character. I feel like traditionally, a lot of times, like the bad guy in a show, they'll just make you not like him and not really feel anything else besides that for him. And this show really, it makes you not like him at times, but there's times where you're like kind of rooting for him, because I'm not gonna like spoil it or get too much into it, but he does like kind of good things at certain points in the show, and it makes you like kind of morally conflicted, because you actually are like, oh, that's something nice he's doing. And it gives him kind of some charm. It makes you see why the girl that is in the show likes him and stuff like that. And I really like that, because, I mean, not all the time, but a lot of times people have said that just psychos have this kind of charming charisma to them, and it definitely gave him that, and I really liked that. Not to say you necessarily like his character. No, you definitely don't. I mean, the whole show is in his perspective, so it's like him talking and kind of his rationality, why he thinks this way, and the whole time you're just like, dude, this dude is fucking like crazy, he's psycho. But like I said, I do like that there's points where you're like, oh, that's actually sweet, or blah blah blah, you know. So it's just full of different emotions, and I like that. I know a lot of people were getting criticized for feeling anything other than bad feelings for him, but the thing is, the show sets it up that way. I don't think they would have added this part in the plotline or the storyline if they didn't want you to actually I don't want to say side with him or feel for him, because I feel like people will interpret that I mean his stalking or what he's doing in that sense, and that's not what I'm talking about at all. But I like that it gives you some other emotions for him, if that makes sense. Um, I really like the way that the show went. It was really nice. It was really entertaining. There's not a whole lot to get into with it. Right when I heard about it on Twitter, I knew it was something I wanted to watch, just because I like shows with like a darker theme to them, kind of like stalking and stuff. I mean, you guys already know I'm into like horror movies and things of that nature, but I also like shows with a little bit of drama, a little bit of tea, and this definitely had plenty of that, and I could tell it would. So this was right up my alley, and I really, really enjoyed it. I definitely think you guys should watch it if you have nothing better to do. It was really good for a Netflix original show too. So, I don't know why I'm like drawing a bunch of blanks when I'm talking. I'm sorry, that's probably really annoying. It is late. It's really late, and I'm sick, like I mentioned. So, but you guys should comment down below if you have watched the show, what your thoughts were of it. Also, recommend other shows on Netflix you think I might like and want to watch. And leave recommendations for videos you want to see from me in the future. So that's pretty much it. I know this isn't the longest review, but I mean, there's really not that much to go over, but I did want to put my thoughts and opinions out there of the show. So that is it. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.